So, like I was explaining, so like I was explaining before the rain, the 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 what you explained is how we develop uh, object detection things, object detection software. Now, can you tell me who the possible benefit of a face recognition?
Benefit.
Yes.
Benefit is that
If you can develop a system that can easily recognize people, what are the benefits? Idris.
it make you know how they look, how the person look like. CB?
Like when you make a computer that can.
When you have a system that can easily recognize somebody,
It's kind of easy.
okay, let me put it this way again. If you have a dog and your dog can recognize your friends, what are the benefits?
So that it won't harm them or do anything.
It won't what?
Harm or bite or do any stuff like that.
Come and tell me, come and tell me. Let me see. It won't what?
It will not bite or do anything bad to them.
Okay. So that's the benefit of you having a dog. So, and I've told you that a social robot is just like what?
Our pets.
It's just like your pet or your friends. So, if you now have a system that can recognize your friends, what are the benefits of that? If you have a robot that can recognize your friends.
Our friends.
Okay. So if you have a robot that can recognize your friends, what are the benefits? We now know the benefit of having a dog that can recognize your friends.
Yes,
So what are the benefits of if you have
it,
a robot?
it can make conversation between person.
It can what?
Conversation.
Come on, try it.
It make conversation between the person that
I
you
can't
recognize.
see. It's what?
Make conversation.
It makes conversation. I didn't follow that very well. Okay, what are the harm that can come out of a face recognition system? Yes.
Like when a stranger holds your phone.
Okay.
Like a thief.
I'm new.
Let him talk.
Now, it can.
Talk. Don't let him.
It can.
What are the harms that can come out of a face recognition AI? If you have a robot that can recognize, that you have trained it to recognize some faces.
So maybe when the person is sick, the person can't use his or her face. I don't want to enter the person's house or
Oh yeah, come
without
and describe to us. I can't see your face. The harm that you can get from face detection.
Yeah, like when
I can't see your
like
face.
the owner of the phone or house is sick, and they want to
Let's see
enter
your
the person's house or have access to the person's phone.
I can't see your face.
And assuming the person is using face detection.
Okay.
So without the person's face, they'll be able to get into the person's house, the person's phone, possible property shot.
Okay.
Like, that's what
Well, I didn't see you in the camera. I hope I was able to hear your voice. No, that is an harm because that person, they will not be able to get entrance to. Okay. Okay, so we have seen the benefit and we have seen the harm. So what do you think would be your advice to people who want to develop a face detection system? It's good. So, but from the benefit and the harms that you have talked about now, what is your advice to people who want to develop a face detection AIs? It's good and what?
Does
there should be other alternatives.
Eh?
There should be other alternatives.
Come and talk. Come and talk. Come and talk. You are. Yes, she's inspired. She's inspired. Oh, yeah, come and talk. Come and talk. So what are your advice?
Like there should be.
Let me see your face, because if I don't see your face, I won't record it for you. I'll just say I'm the one that is talking like Keke. So they should record your answer for me. They should what?
Like there should be other alternatives.
There should be what?
Other alternatives.
There should be other alternative apart from the face detection. Okay, to identifying that person. Okay, so thank you very much. Now I want us to go to our different projects now. Understand me? And we are all of us now. Murenike, you have to do some things with your phone. Phone.
yes, that was
So now, I was asking you what's going to be the. Has any one of you decided how your social robot will look?
yes.
How,
No.
how will your own social robot look?
So I'm blushing.
Tell us now.
I said I'm blushing.
Just give us an idea. If you already have an idea, just let us know.
Like
Eh?
teddy bear.
Eh?
Teddy bear.
Come on.
Wow, yes.
Come here. You want your social robot to look like how?
Teddy bear.
Like a teddy bear. Okay, thank you. Go again. You have not talked. How do you want your social robot to look like? Moreni Keji. To look like. Yes. Come. How do okay.
I want my sister robot to be like a.
Look at the camera now. To look like a what?
Like human being.
Like human being.
Like a human being.
Yes.
Okay,
Like
no
what?
problem. So now you see, you are going to Now, who else want to tell us how we are going to design your social robot? You know, I showed you an example.
Yes, sir.
He said, give us one assignment to read something.
Yes. So we are going to have a sketch of how your social robot will look like. You know how to sketch in Scratch now.
Yes, sir.
Do you want to use Scratch
No, sir.
to sketch? Do you have any other way that before you do anything on Canva, but I want you to sketch.
Samuel was supposed to do.
I want
Yes.
you
There's no time.
Okay, now let me ask you another question. What do you want your social robot to do?
To do.
Yes,
To do. Wow.
to do.
Like we should be able to talk together. Like help me in the house.
You have selected one of the problems that you have selected a problem. You can still change if you think you want to change it, but if that is what you are working on, what do you want your social robot to do in that problem?
51.
You that your own social robot will look like human being, what is it going to be doing?
Sir,
Sir.
What is it going to be doing?
It is going to share now.
Wait, she.
Sir,
Oh,
Yeah.
So be faithful.
Yes.
I want my social robot to interact like I don't like human beings. Like I mean to communicate.
Yes. What is it going to be? What is it going to communicate? You are solving contaminated water.
Yes, sir.
So what will your social robot communicate
Communicate.
about the contaminated water?
You tell
There is no problem.
Yes, yes,
Your answer is correct.
yes, sir.
I only want you to explain yourself.
Yes, sir. Like to dictate and tell the owner of the social robot or others like that the water is contaminated and do this way, do that to purify it.
Okay. Your social robot will dictate
Yes, sir.
and now tell people that okay, oh, this water that you have is contaminated. Oh. Okay, that's very good. That's a very good idea. You understand me? A social robot can function as a preventive agent by telling people when it sees something that is not good. So who again want to tell us how his or our own social robot will relate?
Would relate to the contaminated water.
Yes, and will relate with human being.
They know.
Very good.
How it will relate with human beings and the contaminated water. Idris has taken his own. He said,
So like relates to like how.
how will it communicate as it relates to the issue of the contaminated water? You still have an idea? Come now, come. So you need to come and talk. Are you supposed to have an idea by now?
Sir.
Easy.
Who again want to tell us how is our social robot? Okay, maybe I should assist you further.
Yes, sir. Their brain is not.
You see, social robot can perform several functions. One of it is that when you are ready to concentrate, let me know. One of it is what Idris has selected, which is for it to detect and warn human beings. So it can easily tell people that he is working on contaminated water, that this water is contaminated. Maybe somebody is traveling, or maybe a group of people are traveling and they have that Idris social robot. Understand? If they get to a location and they want to drink water or they want to use water, they can easily ask the social robot to take a look at that water and be able to advise them and tell them that yes, this water is contaminated, this water is pure. You understand? That is something that's acceptable. Also, if you are also in the house, what are the things that you use water for in the house?
Cooking, drinking, bathing, washing.
Come and tell me. Who want to talk?
So let me talk.
Area come.
Idris
You
Wajoko.
have not talked today.
Idris Wajoko. Idris.
Sir,
Idris, let her talk.
For cooking, washing,
Okay.
bathing, and different things.
Okay, so just a minute, come. So out of all the things you have enumerated, which one can you use contaminated water for?
The contaminated water can be used for watering plants.
Okay, it can be used for watering plants.
Yes.
That's good. So that means that you can also have a social robot that can help in your house chores. Like you want to wet flowers. You understand me? Yeah. So you can ask your social robot that okay, go and get water and wet the flowers. Now you will have told the social robot, or you will have programmed it, that it should only use contaminated waters. You should only use contaminated waters to wet the flowers. Now, by the time the social robot goes and it comes across the water that is not contaminated, it can report back to you and say, madam, this water is not suitable for wetting flowers. You understand me? Because it is not contaminated, it knows that there is a competition for the water you have in the house because you want to cook. So you cannot use the water that you are going to use to cook to go and wet flowers. You understand me? So if you have trained it to be able to identify contaminated waters, it can easily tell you that there is no enough water, contaminated water, that is going to use. Now we have discussed about so we have discussed about you and your friends going on maybe going out and your social robot assisting you to identify. We have discussed about your social robot working at home. Another thing that your social robot can also do is that you can also use it in the school. In the what? School. So what do you do in school? Yeah, come. Come and tell me. Come and tell me. I want to see your face. What do we do at school? What do you do at school? To what? To learn. Okay, so what? Come. How do you and your friends learn together?
By reading together.
By what?
Reading together.
Okay. So your social robot also can play a role in the group learning of you and your friends. How can it play a role? Okay. How many of you have read the material I sent to you on WhatsApp? Yeah, come. Come here. Come here. Yeah, read for me.
What water dey?
Mm-hmm.
2 billion people still
Let
lack.
me see your face.
I've not
No,
seen.
I was
Oh,
like,
yeah, come closer to me.
What water dey?
Mm-hmm.
2 billion people still lack access to safely manage water.
Okay. Now, you see, this is a publication of what? Read it.
World Bank blocks.
Okay. Do you know about World Bank? Do you know about World Bank?
Yeah.
What is World Bank?
World Bank.
Which organization is World Bank?
World Bank.
Yes.
Like,
World Bank.
Yes.
Early morning.
that's-
So if it is you that are supposed to do, tell us now. What is World Bank?
sir, I want
Then join the bank in my word.
like, sir,
Let us hear you.
yes, sir.
So,
I got this place.
What is which organization is World Bank?
World Bank.
Mm.
Like, all the countries in
Okay.
the world.
Okay. Okay. You
In the
see.
world,
Uh,
come together
okay.
to form a World Bank. So that
Okay.
if they need something else,
Okay. Thank you very much. You have an idea. So World Bank is one of the developmental agencies.
try.
Hello is one of the developmental agencies. Their work is to offer finance for infrastructural development, and they also offer advice. Understand me, to government, most especially government. So somebody should come and read this material. Just somebody should come and read. Let her read. Let her read. Yeah.
March 22 is World Water Day.
March 22.
Water is vital
That's yesterday.
for human health and survival, and access to water is recognized as a human right. Over the past 21 years, global access to safely managed drinking water, whether from improved sources such as pipe, borehole, or protected well that is accessible on premises, available when needed, and free from contamination, has steadily progressed. The proportion of the global population with access to safely managed drinking water has increased from 62% in 2000 to 24% in 2020.
To what?
To 24%.
Hmm?
To 24%. To 24.
Hmm?
To 74. Sorry, percent in 2020.
Okay. Now, you see, this material that you are reading, your AI can read it with you, your robot. You can have if we are talking about education now, so you can have a social robot that its function is that you should be looking at the internet and search for materials that has to do with water. Understand me? Okay. You can have a robot. The robot that we have talked about, the first type, the Idris type. What is the Idris type doing?
Detect and purify.
It's not.
Communicate.
It will detect
Communicate.
and communicate with people whether that water is pure or contaminated, and it can also tell you what to do to purify it. Okay. The one that is doing house chores, our own. What does that one do? No.
No. Watering flowers.
Watering flower using which type of water?
Contaminated.
Just using contaminated water to water non-edible flowers. So the one we are talking about now is about what? It's about the one that can read, that can you could use in education. So it could sit down with you, it can go to school with you. Understand me? And when you and your friends are talking, you have exam next week. You cannot take it inside your examination hall, but at least when you are reading, preparing for exams, it can assist you. So that is what we are actually talking. So you can have a social robot that can assist you to look on the net. You understand me? And be able to talk to you, discuss with you, just like you are discussing with your friend. It will be asking you questions. Even you can be storing your school notes inside it, so that it will now be asking you questions. You understand me? Even you can, if your teacher allows you, you can take it to the class and it will record, so that it can learn. You see, there is something we call machine learning. What do I call it?
Machine learning.
You see, machine learning means that your robots can get better intelligence every day. Understand me? Sophia, that is not the way Sophia was originally built. She's learning every day. You understand me? So you too can have a social robot that will continue to learn. So you can take it to school and it will record, it will listen just like you are listening in the class. So when it's now time for exam, now like this time now that you are preparing for exam next week, you just bring it out and you say, okay, we want to discuss about the mathematics, and it will now start to think like your teacher. It will be asking you questions like your teacher. You understand me? And if you get it, it will say correct. If you didn't get it, you say, oh, you need to look at this and this and that. So those are different ways. So why did I show you this publication of the World Bank on the World Water Day? It's because you have selected to look at the water. You understand me? So I will, in our next class, I want you to record a short video telling us that you want to, what you have gained from Reika, and that you want to build a social robot that's going to reduce how many people are still lack access to safely managed water. Safely managed water. And how many people still lack access? You think what? 2 billion. So according to the World Bank, 2 billion people still lack access to safely managed water. So what is the percentage of the world that now has a good 74%? So I want you to think of a very short video. Just write maybe 3 or 4 sentences. Okay, you are looking ahead to build a social robot that will be able to assist to reduce these 2 billion people. 1 hour of what? No, it's just 60 seconds video. Understand me? So now, from the explanation I give now, you should be able to now have an idea of what you want your own social robot to do as it regards contaminated water. Another thing your social robot can also be doing is like it could act as a police. What's the work of a police? To what? To ensure security and arrest criminals. Yes, your social robot may not be able to arrest, but it can stop. So now you can place your social robot in where we say source of water. You understand me? And if anybody want to contaminate that source of water, the social robot will don't contaminate this water. This is what everybody in this area is drinking, or this water the animals in these areas are drinking. Understand me? So it could act as, it will be, its function is to safeguard that source of water. Understand me? To make sure that people don't contaminate that source of water. Though it cannot arrest, but at least it can prevent people from making sure from contaminating your water. Please come and ask your question. Come, let me hear your question. Come. I want to hear that your question.
Thank you, sir.
You can see because of the reflection of that light.
But the social robot understand another language except from English.
So, who can attempt to answer that question?
Yes.
Yeah, yes. I'll try. I want to
Come, it's just for you to attempt. Come. Are you listening to him?
sir,
Yes.
because a social robot can
So let me try.
can
Yeah, come.
So let me
Sit
try.
down, sit down. You have tried.
And from what I understand,
Yes, okay,
Um,
from
it's
what
social-
you understand.
a
Yes.
social robots can also learn other languages
Okay.
based on like the type of language you say to it. Like on the education part, you said it can also listen to explanation and something like that. So on the type of language you use to talk to that social robot, if you use different languages to it can learn some things. It can learn that language.
I'm happy that she said, from what I understand, it means that what we set out to do in this program, I would say we are already gaining it. Because if you can say this is what I understand, that means that at least you are already picking some points. So Rakib, you have an opinion you want to tell us? Okay, so I want to say a very big thank you to Fatia for bringing that question up.
Thank you.
I also want to say a very big thank you
For ages.
to Idris for making an attempt to answer, and
Alia.
Zalia for bailing me out. I didn't have to talk myself. You understand me? She was able to bail me out.
No.
So what you have said, let me add to it. You said from what you understand, when you speak a language or different languages to your social robot, that is what we call machine learning. What do I call it? Machine learning means that apart from the database which you use to train and test your robot, your AI, you also put some algorithm there that will allow it to learn. You understand me? So your robot can actually learn new languages if you have put the algorithm there for it to learn new things. You understand me? So when you have a well developed AI robot, it can learn a lot of things. It can learn skills, it can learn languages, it can learn how to draw. You understand me? A lot of things it can learn. You understand me? That is one. Another thing is that even when you are developing the algorithm, that is when you are developing the database, you could even have trained it with several languages. You understand me? So what languages can you speak, you yourself?
Hausa.
Come and tell us if you want to tell us.
Hausa.
You can speak Hausa because of the reflection of the sun. You can speak Hausa. One, you can speak Yoruba. Two, English. Three,
Egede.
Egele,
Egede.
Egede. Four. So you see, I told you that I said there are some certain things we are expecting from you. We expect you to be able to develop a social robot. When you are developing your social robot, you should be responsible. The third aspect is that we want you to be an advocate for social robots. You see, it will be something very nice for us to have a social robot that can speak Egede, or what do they call it?
Yes,
That's a local dialect. You understand me? It is not Egede is not a language that is very popular in the world. You understand me? But even though it is not popular, we call those type of instances whereby what we are looking at is not very, may not be very common. Understand me? So we will be really interested in that type of social robot, because what it means is that it's one of the UNSDG is that we should not leave anybody behind in whatever we are doing in terms of development. So people can speak Egede now. We want to develop a social robot that can speak to them about contaminated water. You understand me?
Yes.
And you see, it will be that social robot will be able to go to the net, like this World Bank blog. It will be able to read it. Then it will now be able to talk to Egede people that this is what the World Bank dictates about water. You understand me? In their language. You understand me? So we call those type of projects underrepresented groups. What do I call it? That is people that doesn't have representation at the top. So that's a very good one. So Fetia, yes, it will be very good if you develop your robot so that maybe you can even speak multi languages. That is part of education. Understand me? So that we can send such social robots to small groups of people who their languages are not very popular. Understand me? And it will be able to go and tell them about contaminated water. Understand me? So now I think you are now able to form some of the things that the social robot can do. Understand me? So, and I will expect you to also be able to take a shape now. Somebody said he wants his own to look like a teddy bear. Somebody wants it to look like a human being. He didn't tell us whether it will be a female or a male. Understand me? So you that others also, you should to think. Understand me? What your social robot will look like, because I want us to sketch it. And maybe you should do that from home. Understand me? Take.
Sketch.
Yes. Yes. You are drawn.
Sound good.
If you want to draw it on phone, good. If you want to even first of all sketch it out on paper, pencil and paper.
I don't know how to draw.
But you do biology now. Do you do
Yes,
biology?
biology.
Second, foreign biology, but
Same thing.
You see, let me tell you, we have told you that your social robot doesn't have to look in a particular way. It should just be something that can interact with human being. So even your biology specimen, those specimens that you know how to draw very well in biology, take it, you understand me, and bring it out as a sketch and say, okay, this is how your own social robot is going to look like.
Yeah.
You understand me? So the person that has have a defined, it will look like what? Come and tell us. Come and tell us. So that is what you see. Let me tell you this.
Yes, sir.
That is what we call creativity. What do I call it?
Creativity.
So you see, let me tell you. You see, it could even
Just
what is the science thing?
your you see the more okay, can you tell me those robots that you saw in the video in that Sophia debut? It looks like what?
snake.
Snake.
One is like a snake. One is like what is it called, a spider. Or
Spider.
Is butterfly now?
no,
Or
there's
tomato
another one.
stuff. Tomato.
Okay, that one is different. So I wish that one.
So you can see now that they came with different shapes. So you too, if you come up with a shape, you understand me, that interests you and that you know that will even interest your friend, that's very good. Understand me? So when you sketch it, when you finish sketching, you are also likely to maybe use a cardboard to maybe form it into a shape. You understand me? We would like to see how it looks in 3D. You understand me?
3D.
3D. So that is in real world. In real world. So, but first of all, if you can use your phone, if you can sketch it in Scratch, or you want to sketch it with another. No, you can't sketch it on your Canva. So now another thing I want us to discuss is we are particular about you using face recognition in your social robot. So how do you think, what type of face recognition do you think you can use in your social robot?
Face recognition.
Yes.
Like, is it the face the robots can recognize?
No, the
But Tana,
the project you built last week, what face recognition this thing did you use? Algorithm.
Facial landmark.
sir, I don't understand that
Is it
project.
facial
No,
landmark?
I don't get it. Like,
Which I don't understand this.
Okay, you didn't understand it. Okay, maybe we
sir,
should quickly go through it. Let us. Let us. Come.
Is it Kamamu?
yeah, 6 was
622.
Let us try and build it together. If you didn't get it.
Okay, please. Molly,
Oh my God.
today is what?
23.
Lesson already.
24.
This
Manico law school in law school.
Any
Okay,
23.
do you have the algorithm with you?
Idiots. Okay.
Do you have the algorithm? That
Video.
the code that.
Where is the book?
Playground.
Sir, you wrote it on your book. Research.
What are we? What
Get it.
What is the spite? Who want to select the spite for us? Somebody should come and select the
When I
spite.
created the
Come
the
on.
spite is,
Who want to select the spite? Yeah.
Is it the black
Forest.
drop or Sprite?
This. Okay.
Sprite
Who want to?
butterfly, sorry.
Yeah, select it. Let us see your face and select it.
Oh.
Select the spite.
So where is it? Okay.
No. Only now.
Let's go there. Can you show me?
That's all.
Let's suddenly
No
now.
boy.
You're too
Ah.
fast.
Get it fast, madam. Lily.
Is it?
Okay. Who is going to?
Is the back door?
Okay. Who is
Me.
going to give us the backdrop? Yeah.
Yes, leave there.
Let somebody
Leave
come
there.
and do
So
it.
get it fast.
So all of us will participate.
No.
G.
Everybody.
Silence is here to me.
No, Kenya.
I don't have to square down.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Why did you go and choose it?
Enough.
Oh, Lele. Oh, yeah, my school. What is?
Okay.
I double tap now. Oh, yeah, my school. Two double tap. First.
If you want to call me, say,
Yeah, I'm more sorry.
sus.
Then go soon.
Okay. What's the next thing?
Sir,
Let somebody else do it. Let somebody else do it. Who is going to start the code? What was the first code?
we go to,
It's 6:25.
Yeah, okay.
She will keep my laptop operating.
sorry. What is face sensing? Yes, that's it. Doctor.
Má tún darí again. Má lọ change àkókò
Wait,
lọ́jà.
wait, wait.
I don't know where. Oh, it's still moved to your phone. The first thing.
When,
Have you ever?
when I close.
Ìyẹn ni wàá mú jáde.
Okay.
Báwo wàá ṣe mú jáde bẹ́ẹ̀?
I'm a corner.
Pé ṣé mo laptop ń lò tẹ́lẹ̀ ni?
why they choose I close?
I'm a phone.
Ìwé kí n ṣe mo laptop ń lò tẹ́lẹ̀.
Oh, yeah.
Bí a move out.
Why double click
Why
on
do-
the door?
Machine. Sound it.
The next one.
What's the next thing?
The next
And
one.
switch
Fatia,
custom.
Fatia, you have not done anything.
Operating.
Oh, yeah, come here.
So I don't know how to operate
Come
it.
here.
Future course.
Switch
You
custom
know how
to
to use your
butterfly.
own, but you don't know how to. Why is that
Somebody
you
don't-
didn't finish on your own? Yeah, come.
Switch
What's the next thing?
custom to butterfly.
Yeah, go to costume. Where is costume?
So I'll read out.
Where is costume? Where do you get costume from? Go and click, press it now.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Match.
Switch costume.
I don't know.
Switch costume.
This one.
This is
That is it.
Boys switch costume to
Bring it up.
butterfly wings down. It's not bringing out butterfly wings.
That's
Yeah.
the problem.
Okay, what again? Switch costume to what?
Set and
Butterfly
butterfly
is
wing
wing
down.
bring down. You
Wing
go
down, yeah,
the
go
shoe.
there now.
It's not bringing it out.
See,
Okay,
So
then
that's
you
the
come
problem.
here.
Now, then.
Okay. So which one is wing up? Which one is wing down? Which?
These wings up,
What about this?
Wings down.
So what is this?
butterfly
Butterfly
to
to
So the one that says switch it to, it will be in what?
A.
okay, butterfly rings down. Oh, small.
It will be in
Wow.
2A. Okay, so what's the next thing?
So start set pitch effect to 100.
Set pitch.
Yeah.
Pitch effect. Okay, where are you
Lovely
going to
light,
get?
this light purple. Think sound.
Set page. Okay,
Okay.
switch costume to
Start
butterfly.
sound.
Okay,
Start
start
sound.
sound.
Bukele, abi.
Geo Bukelele. This is
So is this sound?
the
Sound.
Shit. You mean by the Malone?
no
No.
start sound.
Okay, sorry.
Sounds there. No, calm down.
no,
Go
go
to
to
sounds first.
Stand.
Sound.
Oh yeah, bring this one out.
G-O-K-L-E, abi. Maybe she said she.
Choose a sound.
She sound.
Search fún generation and losing
Wow. Alẹ́ àdé lọ sí gbogbo ìgbà lọ́jọ́ yẹn.
have them there.
There's space.
No, it's ordinary
space,
Goku.
space.
It's not Goku.
Tó bá
Okay,
sí space
Goku.
ló máa yọ wá.
Kò sí nǹkan kan tó jẹ́ Gukule. Just use
Capital
another
letter
one.
G space.
It's
Vocal search.
Space what?
Ukulele. Ukulele.
Ju. Okay,
What
Ju.
does it?
Ukulele.
Alẹ́ ṣùn lẹ́nu.
Shama play.
Apply now. Play now.
Loud it.
Come
Yeah,
on.
what?
G.
That's it.
ukulele.
Bring it out. No, it's going down.
I had
What's the
next
next
thing
one?
is
Switch
switch costume to butterfly wings down.
It's already there now.
Looks.
So this one is going to be
Yeah,
too
should
big.
be. Yes, that's one.
That's all.
That's all. That's all.
That's
That's all.
all.
So now let's play. But can you show face one or join? Kill the
Yes.
So it was showing our face that day.
It was what?
Showing
Yeah,
our face in this place.
Where play it? It was doing what?
showing
In
our
our
face.
It was showing your face.
Yes.
sir.
Okay. And what do you expect it to do? You don't expect it to show your face.
Yes.
Yes. So who doesn't show face now?
Okay, just a minute. You said it was showing your face. That was what I said I wanted to see. I wanted to see you play it. Now what is this? You said what?
Eye question.
Eye closure.
If it doesn't show your face, how is it going to see your eyes?
Sir.
So it must show your face before it's able to show to
Okay, so
So- the
Closure in our face.
it's because my camera is on. So let us see whether we'll be able to see. Wait. Everybody look at what I want to do. So I'll try and upload it. I'll try and upload it. Then let's see whether we can play it on my phone. It is because my
camera is on.
camera is always on my laptop. That's why it's not playing there. So let us see whether it will.
Side.
Yes, sir.
Let us see whether it will come out.
I'm going to sleep right now.
Hey, let's concentrate.
Concentrate.
You are not concentrating on what I'm doing now.
I'll send you out of here now.
Sorry, still recording.
You want me to stop it? You want me to stop what I'm doing. So let us see whether let us try and load it. Yeah. We will load. I want to put it on.
0.02.
I'm sorry, Jackie.
It is enormous.
0.
No accounting.
Accounting. That's what the system.
A.
Young boy, man, is 6,200.
A. Stop making noise.
Effect. Effect. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Idris, you are disturbing my class.
Oh my God. The poison. Can't do
Yeah, see the face.
So,
So.
it must see your face now. Let
Clear.
us see whether it's because I'm using the camera of my laptop. That's it. Supposed to. So supposed to see.
You look clear with the joint.
Our background is not. The background is not okay. Just a minute. So supposed to, as it is showing your face, that it's supposed to show it. But it's having challenge with the background. So as the camera is supposed to be on now, because it is the camera that it is using for this. If the camera is not on, it cannot. It will not be able to see that your eye. You know, I told you now. That takes me to the question of sensors. You know, we are discussing sensors. How does your robot, how will it know if you close your eyes?
Because it has a camera in it.
So that is the camera you are seeing in this here now.
Okay.
So that is the sensors it will use to know when you close your eyes, and it will be able to. Is it playing?
Yes.
Okay, so we will test it on my computer next time when we meet. But now we now have it. So you now know how to do your own.
Yes, sir.
So now
Yes, sir.
everybody
So
should
So when are we
go and do it on your own system and send it, submit it for me.
Yeah.
You understand me? So now.
Now.